Well, hello there. A quick video from my office to pose a couple questions for you. So I know as a business owner, former business owner myself, and just talking to business owners that I know in the community and just keeping my pulse on the finger, right? It's not very hard to realize that it's tough to hire right now. It's really tough. It's a challenge. It's always a challenge as a business owner to attract and then retain quality people. It's expensive and time consuming. From a business owner's perspective, it's frustrating, obviously. From a customer's perspective, turnover is also frustrating because if you are, well, I am, let's say me, I'm a loyal customer and I come in, it's super cool and it's going to make me come back if the people know my name, if they know my preferences, if they can introduce me to new things or something that I might like in the store. That relationship it pays so much for the business, especially in the long run when that relationship can be developed. But it can't happen if there's lots of turnover. And I know that turnover and employee retention is a huge pain point for businesses. So what would you say if I could help you decrease your turnover, increase your ticket rate, your daily ticket sales, and increase your customer retention? Well, duh, right? You're like, hello, you're asking me a leading question. Of course I would want to do that. I wanted to give you a quick down and dirty about what the second week's module is in this course, because we do exactly that. One of the reasons or one of the ways that employees how you retain employees is for them to understand how valuable they are. Of course, if you pay them well, but another motivator is, do they feel like they're contributing? Do they know and understand how valuable they are? And if they know and understand it, do they have the skills to perform and bring in more money and increase customer retention and all those things that go around with being a person who sticks around for the long haul? And I'm not talking about someone who sticks around and just, reads their book or is a snarky person. I go into places right now and I've seen people who have been there a long time and I don't particularly think they give great service. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who really invest in your business. Those are the kind of employees. So one of the things that we do in the second week, the module is called Your Value or Know Your Value. And there are 5 video lessons that take you and your staff along this journey in helping them to understand what their value is. One of the ways that I do this is in a quiz, a fun quiz. It's called It's in the Numbers quiz. So I'm going to give you just a small sampling and see if you know the answers to these, because after I've had students go through it the first time, they were really surprised with what these statistics are. And I do this with individual groups, with individual businesses, and always the same things happen. They're always surprised. So let's see how surprised you are. Maybe you won't be, but I'll give you just a quick smattering of questions and see if you know the answers. So on average, here's the first question for you. For every unhappy customer who complains, about how many people say nothing? Take your guess. Ready for the answer? 26. That's a lot of people. So those people who complain, they have a little special place in our heart. We don't like to hear it, of course, but sometimes their complaints are very valid. In a future week, I teach you and your staff how to exceed expectations and how to address those complaints because they're really important. Okay, next questions. Let's see here, which one I'm going to pick. Oh, here's one I love. How much more expensive is it to attract a new customer than it is to keep an existing one? Because marketing is all about acquisition, right? It's something you always need to do as a business owner. You're always reaching out, trying to grab new customers. But often an ignored part of business is retention. So keeping those people that we do have after we spend so much money to get them. So here's the question. It is, how much more expensive to attract a new customer than it is to keep an existing one? It's a number. It's a range of number. Got it? Got your guess? Okay. Here's the answer. It is 6 to 7 times more expensive to attract a new customer, acquire them, than it is to keep an existing one. That's insane. That's important to know. Okay, I'll give you one more. Let's see here. I'm going to look and see what my ones are. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this one I definitely love. Okay. This is a 2-part question. I have to duck down so I can read it. So, increasing customer retention rates by how much percentage? Okay, you have to guess. If I increase my customer retention by this percentage, it increases my profits by this percentage. Okay, so take a guess. If I increase my customer retention by this percentage, it increases my profits by this percentage. All right, first number. If you increase your retention by 5%, it increases your profits by blank percent. Got it? The answer is 25%. Hello, that's a ton. So that's just a little bit of a sampling of what happens inside the Know Your Value week 2, when it's one of the 5 lessons in week 2's Know Your Value part of the course. So I hope that you think, oh my word, I'd love to have somebody come along and help teach these things to my staff and train us up so that I can decrease my customer churn, I can decrease my employee churn, I can increase my bottom line. I would love to help and come along and solve this pain point for small businesses. So it's the last day today to enroll for this round. We're starting next week. Get in there. Kaizen, Kaizen.Zone, Zone. Click on the top. It says course. All right, I will put the link. But enjoy. I hope you liked your numbers quiz and I hope you were surprised.